Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the show, guys. Today I want to use the Master Effects EQ from Hell, partner it up with the Mesa MKV-25 in 2C Plus mode, and see if we can just get close to cracking Metallica's and Justice for All guitar tone. Just so I don't get too far ahead of myself, I'll just mention the gear that I'm using, what I'm running through and how I'm recording today, just so you can recreate it yourselves. I've got my mahogany body lamb guitar with ebony fingerboard EMG 8181 pickups. Very similar sort of setup to James's Explorer he had in the studio recording this album. And then I'm going through the Mesa MK V-25 in Mark 2C Plus mode, using these lower bank of EQs as well as the sliders. I am using the 2 notes Torpedo Captor X, but not to capture the signal or record with it. I'm strictly using it as an attenuator so that I then can turn up the volume on the amp without getting too loud in the room. For capturing the recording, we're actually using the Mesa Recto cabinet in the corner. It's got the ISO cab over the top. It's got a V30 speaker inside, and I'm picking it up with an SM57 just off axis. I'll just show you a photo. And it's as simple as that. It's a super raw guitar tone. So this is my raw guitar tone with the EQ not engaged. Let's turn this EQ on. So that's about as close a tone as I've ever got to And Justice for All. And if you've been watching this channel a long time, you know that I've been trying to capture it on emulation software that spectrum analyzes things. We've just been using all the amps, all the pedals, everything at my arsenal, and really it just turns out that it's that one pedal and the Mesa MK V, and I've never had it this close in my life, and it's really cool. And what's even crazier about the signal is it's not how I expected it to look, looking at the EQ and how I actually ended up dialing it in. I was going back and forth all week, just A-Bing my guitar tone versus original guitar stems from the And Justice for All album. And I noticed that there were slight differences in EQ between all the songs on the album, and it was quite easy to achieve just doing slight tweaks with this. But essentially this is the main setting that I've just been using and just doing minor tweaks back and forth. The bulk mass of the tone really came from the mid frequency knobs from each, and how they actually sit and how much reverberation and how much depth they add to each of the tones. And to get that bass sounding right, so it really feels like it's messing with your ears and the internals, it's actually just the frequency range at which we're zoning into. But what I'll do now, I'll just move the frequency dials and you can just hear how they dramatically affect the overall sound. They've all got to work with each other. You could see just then that while I was running through all the different dials, playing the riff, that it seemed that the treble dials on this really had the most dramatic effect over the tone and really took away from And Justice for All, or made it what it is. The bass and the mids really just work together just to create that really chunky, crunchy bottom end. And you know when you have this tone right, because everything about it, the percussive, bit more bass there. And yeah, you know you've got it right. All the percussive notes, everything about the tone just really sits well. And it even stacks really nicely and builds that massive wall of sound that's And Justice for All. And this is just a section of that here. I could just keep jamming Injustice tracks all day, but look, thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. This EQ is absolutely amazing, and I'll see you next week. Cheers. Bye.